8 on.
With Papua New Guinea having a substantial growth in the international scene in rugby league, the International Rugby League, formerly the Rugby League International Federation, is embarking on growing the game to involve more international fixtures post-season over the next 10 years. This will see more matches being played by emerging nations and also more tours by the more established rugby league nations.
We're in the Federation, we're working on a 10-year calendar out to 2030 and what that looks like, and then within that calendar placing certain events, whether it be Great Britain Lions or even emerging nations. We've got a lot of other Pacific Island and Asian countries around here are starting to play rugby league as well. So how can we get those guys into a regular tournament as well, both men and women?
But with Papua New Guinea men's and women's national teams slated for more international exposure, the officials also need the same exposure. Referees from Papua New Guinea also need to have international exposure so that their standard can grow the game.
And on the back of that, also looking at referees programs. Why don't we have a Papua New Guinea referee at the World Cup? Why don't we have it? Well, there is no good reason why we don't. The reason is we haven't got that program set up yet at the moment to get the referees into that program, and that's ultimately what we want to do. Be able to do that and showcase, not only the players but also the officials as well.
With the Papua New Guinea LNG Kumuls taking part in the Oceania Cup this year, the International Rugby League is looking to include the women of Oceania as well in the Oceania Cup. At the moment, not all the Oceania countries have an established women's competition. But once the women's competition picks up momentum, a Oceania Cup for the women will take place in the future.
In time, in the not too distant future, we'll probably develop an Oceania Cup for the women's.
At the moment, it's just the men's one.
Just the men's, and we bring the girls along in part of the development, because not every nation yet is right up to speed in the Pacific here with a girls team.
Fidelis Sukina National, Emtv Sports.